I mean, have you ever spent the night in a campground? You know when everybody gets in and out of their tent, right? I mean, there's no missing it, right? It's such a wonderful experience listening to how many times people have to get up in the middle of the night. Just awesome, right? Imagine there's 2 million people. Maybe that's an overinflated number, okay? Let's imagine there's 500,000 people, and you're all camped together, and nobody leaves their tent on Saturday morning. And you come out of your tent. Is there any way you don't notice that? You know, that was one of the things that was so interesting to me during 2020 is you'd leave the house and there were no, right? And you couldn't not notice it. Like anywhere you went, there was no traffic, and you couldn't not notice that thing. Israel on the Sabbath day, right? Which should have been a reminder if this man had just made an innocent mistake, right? Have you ever got your days of the week mixed up? I have. He just, man, I thought it was Friday. What would he have done? Let's go back in the tent. That's not what he does. Oh, by the way, every other morning he's going out of his tent to go pick up manna. Guess what's not there on Saturday? No manna fell on the Sabbath. You picked up a double portion on Friday, isn't it? Got all that leftover manna sitting in the house. Only day of the week you had leftover manna sitting in the house, because if you picked up more than you ate any other day of the week, it would rot. And yet he goes outside, there is no manna. He in his life says, this is the Sabbath day. Nobody else is out there. And he goes, I don't care. I'm picking up sticks. And that's the problem, isn't it? It wasn't the picking up of the sticks. It was the absolute defiance to God, saying, God, you don't have the right to rule in my life. God, you don't have the right to rule in my life. And God says, okay, then we'll deal with that immediately. We'll deal with that immediately. Rash sins, unintentional sins, sins of this nature, God says these things will be forgiven. Here's what you need to do. Repent of them. Offer sacrifice. Make confession. Hebrews chapter 9 and verse 7. Here we're reading about the atonement day when the high priest was making the sacrifices for the people. Continually entering the outer tabernacle, performing the divine worship. But into the second, only the high priest enters once a year, not without taking blood, which he offers for himself and for the sins of the people. And I love the way the New American Standard reads here, because I think it's the more accurate translation. The sins of the people committed in ignorance. So what's happened here? They've gone out and they've sinned. It's not that they didn't know the law. It's that they didn't think about what they were doing. It's very similar to that idea of the manslaughter, right? Of the moment becomes immediately angry and does something that he regrets as soon as he does it, and it costs someone his life.